Hey YouTubers, this is Larry Joe with Larry Joe Guitars. Today I have my Dean Vengeance. You can see it's pretty freaking nice. I've been wanting one of these, but I couldn't find them for a decent price. But this is the charcoal. I think it's flame. It almost looks like quilt top there. And this is one of the higher end. I think brand new these go for like 16. I did not get it for that. You can see it's definitely a pretty guitar. So for this thing, you got a mahogany body. You have the white all the way around it. A little bit of sticky right there. Yeah, I think that'll come out. With the white binding all the way around, and they got it on the headstock and the neck. Okay, like I said, it's mahogany body with a maple top. I think it's probably a thin veneer. According to the website, it's mahogany, and then gets here, and then it's maple. This is maple, and you can see they sand it down a little bit to make it easier to slide around to do solos and stuff. And then you got an ebony fingerboard. And what's really cool is, as you can see, the fingerboard has these little eyeball things. You know what I mean? Maybe the Dean guys had a reason for that. I haven't the foggiest idea. You got Grover tuners. Here you go. Made in Indonesia. And it's got a Floyd Rose 1000 on it. My favorite. That's the best one for the price. I think is a good deal. Now I'm looking at it. I forgot the inlay dots on the side are the glow in the dark ones. As you can see, it has Fishman Fluence pickups. This is wired just like how my BC Rich was. I thought it was split coil, but I think you guys said that when you pull it, it makes it passive. But there was a couple websites that wasn't exactly sure, so I think it's copies along that, because I think this is the modern, this is the classic one. And it looks like they're the tall ones, like what Dave would like what's on the Dean Dave Mustaine. And the thing is about this thing is, Dave left Dean because he didn't like the way he was being treated and stuff. Dave Mustaine. He left Dean because he didn't like the way he was being treated or whatever. I don't know. I know the father died and his son took over, and then there was all these problems. I don't go into all those details. Anyways, when he left, they were kind of mad because I guess they were in the process of making the newer Dean Dave Mustaines and the VMNT. So I guess they were mad, so they named it Vengeance as a vengeance against him because he went to Gibson. But I'm like, I don't understand any of this stuff, so whatever. It means nothing to me. All I know is I saw this for $6.99, which goes for retail almost $1,600, and I was like, whoa. And then Guitar Center just happened to have a 10% off used guitars. They do it like twice a year. It's not that often. And I jumped on it, and well, I put it in my cart before it extended. Yeah, that's right. I put it in my cart before the 10% ended, and 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 I was like, someone's gonna nab this thing for $6.99 if they're going for like $1,500 new. So I didn't want to, but I wanted to grab it, but I was like, you know. And then they called me, and I was like, okay. And they're like, okay, what can we do to make you get this thing? And I'm like, drop the price. And they're like, well, we can't. I think they gave me the shipping. I think they gave free shipping, and I had like a $70-some gift card from a pedal that I returned, and I used it. So all of it came to, with taxes and shipping, like I said, free shipping, a little over $600. So for this thing, with the maple top like it is, and it looks gorgeous, it really does, and it's got the Fishman pickups, 1000 model, Floyd Rose. I was like, this is great, man. So I put some new strings on it, the way I like doing it, and because it had really super thick ones, and I had to adjust the tremolo too, because you know, when it's really thick, you have to tighten the springs in the back, but when it's not, you have to loosen them. Anyways, I think it's a great guitar. For the price I paid, I think that's a good deal. Steel, maybe. Great deal? Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, like I said, you can see the eye inlays. Very cool. Very cool. And I really like this guitar. You see they have the flame up here that matches the body. And it's got the same configuration that is like a Dean thing. It's the neck volume. You got the bridge volume. You got the master tone. And then you got the three-way switch. So let's get into it. I don't know when it's going to stop. The phone is overheating. Hey YouTubers, yeah, the phone overheated. What I'm gonna do is I have a laptop, so that's pretty good now, and I'm gonna throw a camera on it, and that way I don't have to worry about the overheating phone, because it's happened many times, and as the garage gets hotter and hotter as it gets warmer in Southern California, you know, it's going to keep freaking happening. So give me a chance to fix my beard a little bit, but let's try the neck position. Volume here. Turn it down. And then let's do the bridge or the neck position. That was the middle. I guess, for the Fishmans. Let me pick a different setting here. Not that one. There you go. This one I got to turn it up a little bit. Yeah, let's go to the bridge. Back to it. All right, it's still in the upper passive position for the bridge. And let's crank it down a hair. Kick it to this one. I like that. Okay, we'll end on that setting. This is the Dean Vengeance V in charcoal burst. It looks more like a yellowish than a charcoal. I'm not for sure where they're how they came up with that name, because it definitely is a yellowish more than a charcoal in any way. But it's beautiful. It plays great. I don't know any of the whole drama between Dean against Dave. Dave doesn't seem to care one way or the other because he's got his Gibson money and everything and all of his guitars and he's happy. So I don't know. I think it feels similar to the Dean Dave Mustangs, but I think it's a great guitar. I think it's a great guitar. If you can get it for what I got it for, I think this could be a staple. Absolute staple for the guy that doesn't have, like almost 30 guitars or over 30 guitars or whatever like me. But I think if I played anywhere, I think this would be perfect. It definitely can be played, that's for sure. The Fishman pickups it sounds pretty good, right? It's fairly close to the EMGs. Maybe they learn how to do the copy the 81s good. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to take these out and put EMGs into it. Usually I can tell you directly, hey, I'm going to put EMGs into this puppy. I can't say that. I can't say that because I don't know for sure, because it sounds really good. I might do it just because I have the EMG pickups and I can take these out and sell them for like 160 or so on eBay. But I'm still disputing it, and well, considering it. I don't know. It's a little off from my EMGs, but still pretty good, I think. So that's something I'll come to on my own. Anyways, this is Larry Joe Guitars. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. Leave a like if you want. If you do leave a dislike or a down thumb, let me know why. But absolutely, give me a comment, please. I try to answer all of them. That's the way that I check that I know what I'm doing, and and if I'm giving you guys what you guys want or close to what you want, and I can answer any questions that you have. Anyways, sorry it overheated and it just jumped a little bit. It's getting freaking hot in SoCal. Anyways, have a good night and take care. And it wants to work.